Okay, so last session we have seen the streams theoretical part. Okay, let's start with streams. Okay, so we have completed the theory part in the last session. We have seen all the streams theoretical section. So now today we will go through hands-on part. Okay, so let me start with the streams hands-on part. Okay. Um, Let me create an database and schema. And so you see, as of now, no database are selected. So let me start creating a database for the streams. And we will see all different combinations and the variations of streams from the very basic level to um, advanced level of streams. So how we can use streams and all, we will see. Okay, so okay, my database is created. So I have the database created. Let me refresh and see. Okay, DB session 11 is created and I have a schema with no objects. Okay, it's good for us to get started with this 11. Okay. So yeah, so as we discussed, right? So we have different types of streams. So we do have standard streams. We do have append only streams. We do have insert only streams, which we will be creating on the external tables. Okay, so these are the different types of streams we have. So we can also create the streams on top of the permanent table, transient table, and temporary tables. So we will see all these combinations, like working with the standard streams we will start with, and we will move towards working on append only streams, and also we'll go creating the streams on top of permanent table, transient table, and temporary tables, and we will see the variations on top of that each table. Mostly temporary and permanent tables and so different tables, the streams will work the same on all the three different types of tables. That's not a problem. Insert only streams, we only can create on top of external tables. That also we will see. That's the agenda for today. We'll start from the very basic level. Okay, so yeah, as I discussed it, let's start with the standard streams. So standard streams, mainly standard streams are three type of streams which will allow all the three different types of DML operations on top of them. It will capture all the change data capture activities of all the three DML operations. Let's say insert, delete, updates. So all the three different DML operations can be captured using the standard streams. Okay, so let's start with the standard streams. Let me create a table, employee table. So we can perform all the three DML operations and we can capture the change data capture activities on top of the employee table using the standard streams. Okay. Let me create an employee table. Okay. Successfully created. And let me insert some data into that. So I am inserting 6 records. Okay. So now my employee table is having 6 records. Okay, cool. I was able to see the data. So now I am creating a stream. See, this is the syntax for creating a stream. Create or replace stream, employee stream on table employee. So on top of the employee table, I am trying to create this stream. Okay. So let me create a stream. Okay, done. My stream is created. So I can select the stream and I can see the data on the stream. So as of now, you see, I don't have any data as I freshly created. And when I create a stream on top of the employee table, as we discussed in the theory session, we will be getting all the columns of the source table into our stream table. So in this employee stream table, you can see here, I got all the columns: employee ID, name, age, department, location. And in addition to that, we have got metadata action, metadata is updated, and metadata release. These three are the kind of metadata columns in addition to the source table columns, we will be getting these 3 additional columns as well in order to track the change data capture activities effectively in the stream table. So this is how my stream table will look like. So when I have created, okay. So as of now, it is empty. As of now, I just created the table freshly, right? So I haven't done any change data capture activities on top of the table after the stream is being created. So let's start with doing some inserts, updates, and deletes on top of the table, and we will see how the stream table is being updated with them. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's see. As of now, I have 6 records in the employee. I have inserted 6 records in the employee table. This is my source table, and employee stream is my stream table. Okay. So I am inserting additional 2 more records on top of the employee table, and I will see how the change, the new change that happened to the employee table is being captured in the stream table. Okay. So as of now, I am inserting 2 rows into the source table. Okay. Okay, done. I have inserted the 2 rows. Let me check the table. Select star from employee. Okay, I have got the 2 rows inserted, 6 and 7. Okay, now I will query my stream table. So I already created a stream, right? It should be capturing my all the DML operations on top of the source table. So let me check whether it have captured these 2 insert statements or not. Okay, so select star from employee stream. I'm doing. Okay, cool. You can see here it have clearly captured the 2 newly inserted records into the stream table. So when I do select star from EMP stream, so this is my stream table. So this stream table is clearly capturing all my updated inserted records over here. Okay, you see here the metadata action column, and metadata is update and metadata row ID columns. So these 3 columns will provide the metadata information about the streams. Okay, so of the stream table, let's say I have inserted 2 records, right? So it is saying clearly metadata action is insert action and is update is false. So this is update will be always false in case of delete operations or insert operations, and if any update operations if you perform, then only it will show true. Okay, otherwise for any insert or delete operations, it will be false. Okay, only for update operations it will be true. Okay, and this metadata row id, right? This metadata row id is kind of a unique offset value or the row id value that is being assigned by the Snowflake, so that it will be able to identify the um, whatever the new records that are being inserted, right? So whatever the DML operations that are being performed, right? Those and all will be um, maintained with the unique row ID. Okay. So to uniquely identify the each row. Okay. So that is how the 3 metadata columns we have. And apart from those 3 metadata columns, we will be having the entire source table columns as well in my stream table. So that is how Snowflake captures the streams at a very basic level. Okay. So, okay, when I did an insert, it have captured all the records that are inserted. Okay, let me try with, so when I create that stream, create or replace stream name on employee table. So if I just perform this command, it will create a standard stream. Okay, so very simple. So create or replace stream name on table name. Okay, okay, cool. So now let's move on to delete. Okay, so when I perform delete on top of the source table, okay, how it will capture those and all we will see. So let's do a select star from employee table and see what are all the records that are having. Okay, as of now, I had 8 records in my table. So let me delete um, employee ID 1. Okay, so when I delete the employee ID 1, so as of now, my stream table is having only the inserts. Okay, whatever the new inserts that are being happened, right? So you see only inserts I have. So now when I perform some delete operation, I need to capture these deleted record as well in my stream table. I'm expecting that. Okay, let's see what will happen. So I'm deleting from the source table where employee ID is equal to 1. Okay, 1 row deleted. So when I check from select star from employee table, I should be having only 7 rows. You see, rows are 7. So that means I deleted one row. So I deleted the employee ID 1. Okay. My employee ID 1 is deleted. Now let's check the stream table, whether it have captured the delete operation or not. Okay. Yeah. So you see here, employee ID 1 Ranjit, this record is being deleted. Okay. So you see the metadata action is also showing as delete. Okay. And metadata is update is false. Why? Because it is a delete operation that we performed on top of the table. So always the metadata is update will be false for insert and delete operations, as we discussed. Okay. Okay. So that's how it will be capturing the delete. Okay. So when I do show streams, okay, let's see what it shows us. Okay, as of now, it's showing we have only one stream, that is employee stream, that we have created, and it is created on top of this database, this schema, and this table name. Okay, its table is employee table. Okay, and you can see here the source table type is okay, table, and we can see type delta. So basically all the streams are kind of delta streams only. Okay, whatever the different types of streams, like say standard stream, append only stream, insert only stream, all these types of streams will be type of delta only. Okay, and you see the mode as default. Okay, so this mode as default will be for only for standard streams. All the standard streams, whenever we create, right, the mode will be mode will be default. Okay, so if I do some append only or insert only streams, then the mode will change actually. So then we can see append only or insert only kind of a mode here. Okay, so as of now, standard streams will have mode as default. Okay, so stale after invalid reason. See, this tail after is like whenever I create a stream, it's showing. So currently my date is 29. Okay, so whenever I create a stream, by default it will show around 14 days for the stale after period. Okay, so whenever I have 14 day, whenever I have created a stream, automatically the stale period for it is 14 days. That means after 14 days it will be 10 to gets deleted or dropped, whatever. So whenever I might lose that stream after that time. Okay, okay, cool. So that's about store streams. Okay, we covered what inserting operation we performed on top of the source table, and we are able to see the inserted records. Delete operation I performed, and we are able to see the deleted records as well. So now let's go to updates. Okay, so I'm setting update employees. Set some salary is equal to 49,000. Okay, where employee ID is equal to 2, I'm saying. Okay, cool. So let me do a select star from the employee first. Okay. Okay, I did a select star. Now employee ID 2 is having 45,000 salary. Now this salary I'm trying to update to what? 49,000. Okay, let me get a round figure or else 50,000. Okay, employee ID is 2. And also I am updating location is Pune for employee ID 5. So as of now, Jaydev is the employee who is having Bangalore location. I'm changing it to Pune. Okay, let's see by executing these, whether these two updates are being captured by my stream or not. We will see. Okay, one row updated. So if I go here and I will do select star from employee stream. Okay, now I am seeing more number of records. Okay, let me query this way. Okay, I will show you what I'm doing. So basically, this is the record that I have deleted, right? So you can see here, this is the delete operation. But I have inserted two records as well. Like I have inserted what records? Employee ID. Yeah, 7 and 8. Ankit and Mohit I have. So Ankit and Mohit, these two records are the one that I have inserted. Now, when I do update operation, but it's showing more number of records. See, it's showing is update true. These records are the true ones. So these are the 4 records that got generated when I did an update operation on top of the source table. Okay, in my stream table, it is showing as update. So the thing is here is it in metadata action, it won't show it as update for these records. It will show insert and delete only. I will explain why. So whenever we perform some update operation on top of an source table, in the stream table, we will be seeing both records of the updated record. So let's say before update, what is the record and all, we will see it as in delete, and after update, what is the record, we will see it as insert. So by default, Snowflake will consider it as whenever we update a record in a source table, it will consider it as delete and insert. That means the old record will be considered as a delete operation and the new record will be considered as an update operation. Okay, let me show you what I have done. So employee 2 Raghu is having 45,000 salary. Okay, so this salary I have updated to 50,000 round figure I told, right? So let's see for Raghu. Okay, I will query this based on order by descending order of metadata action insert. Let me do it a descending order, or is update true also we can do, anyways is fine. Let me do this and see. Okay, I just queried only this okay, insert and metadata action also I will try to query it as true, and it will give more, it will make more sense. So equal to true, right? Okay, so employee stream where metadata action is insert. Okay, I will keep it as in insert comma delete. Why? Because we need both previous record and the current record, right? So I will do that. PLBT. Okay. Okay. So what I have done is metadata action is insert and delete, and is metadata update is true. I'm selecting. This will give me only the updated records. Okay. Yeah. Now I got the updated records. If you see, I have done 2 update operations. For 2 update operations, I have got 4 records. As I told earlier, so metadata action will not contain the update as the metadata action. So it will consider the old record as a delete and the new record as an insert. So it will have both, my stream table will have both records of delete and insert, like whatever update I have done, old record and the new record. Okay. So if you go to the metadata is update true, so it is showing as true. So that means these are the updated records. Okay, let's check what happened. So for Raghu, the salary is 45,000 earlier. So that it deleted and it have inserted a new record saying Raghu new salary is updated to 50,000. So that is how my change data capture activity is being done in Snowflake for the in the stream table. Okay, when I do an update. Similarly, for the Jaydev, the location is Bangalore earlier. So that it deleted and Snowflake have updated in the stream table as Jaydev with Pune as the new location. Okay, that is captured as an insert. So by default in Snowflake, as I told, so update operation will be considered as delete and insert in the backend. It will capture both previous record, deleted record, and inserted record as well. Okay. So in that way, we'll come to know what are all the previous data being updated to the new data. So that is how the update operation works in the stream table. Okay. When you do an update, it will create both old record and the new record as a delete operation and insert operation. Okay. Okay. So now that we have seen the delete in the source table. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so delete from employee. So we'll delete it and we have seen, right? So that is how it will capture all the records. Like say, let me do select star from employee stream. Okay, now I have all the records. So now I have, you see here, so I have both the deleted records, updated records. So you see these true ones are the updated records, and I inserted records as well. Okay, this is my delete metadata action is delete and update is false, means this is the deleted record. Okay, so that is how a standard stream works. Okay, I was able to capture all the insert, delete, and update operations that I have performed on top of the source table. Okay. Okay. That's all about the standard streams. So standard streams, I will quickly give a recall. So it will capture all the DML operations performed on top of the source table. So it will capture into the stream table. Okay. That is how the standard stream does. Okay. Okay, cool. Next, we'll move on. So let's create a multiple streams on top of a single table. So can we create multiple streams on top of a same table? I don't know. Let's check. So already I have a table. So I have a stream created on top of this. So if I do a describe stream, employee stream, this stream is already being created on top of the employee table, right? So you see here, employee stream is the stream that is already being created on top of this employee table. So in the DB session 11, schema session 11, we have this employee table. On top of this employee table, I have created the employee stream. Now, I will try to create employee, another stream on top of the employee table. And let's see how it works or not. Okay. So just to check whether we can be able to create multiple streams on top of the same table or not. Okay. Okay, before I do that, I will try to drop the resources and freshly recreate. Why? Because it gives more clarity for us to understand what's happening exactly when I create multiple streams on top of the table. Okay. So let me drop the employee stream. Okay, I have successfully dropped the employee stream, and let me recreate it. Okay. So I'm creating employee stream on top of the employee table. So let me check how my employee table looks like before that. Okay, here also I did some delete operations, right? So let's revert back that. So I will drop this drop table employee. I will drop this table and I will firstly recreate it. So okay, my employee table is freshly recreated and I will do a select star. I have my 6 records. My employee table is here, and I will create a stream on top of this employee table. Okay. Okay, I have created a stream on top of the employee table. The stream name is employee stream. So let me create another stream on top of the employee table as well. I name it as employee stream 2. Okay. So on the single table, I am creating multiple streams. So on the same employee table, now again I am creating employee stream 2. Okay, successfully created. So if I go to show streams, I should be able to see 2 streams on top of the same table. So you can see employee stream and employee stream 2 on top of same tables. Employee table, same table it have created. Okay, both are of default type. So this is how I can create multiple streams on top of the same table. Let me insert some records and see how it is capturing the data. Okay, I inserted 2 records on the source table. So now I will check my employee stream first. It should capture these 2. Okay, it's capturing. And then I will query the employee stream 2 as well, whether it is also capturing or not. Yes, it is also capturing. So employee stream 2 also having the metadata of 3 columns with insert as the metadata action. Okay. So this means this proves that we can create multiple streams on top of the same table, and these streams can capture the data on top of the whatever the change data capture activities or the DML operations that are performed on the source table. Both the stream tables will contain the same data at a time, whatever the operations that are performed on top of that table. Okay, source table. So we can create multiple streams as well on top of single table. Let's move on. Okay, now we will see append only stream. Okay, so append only stream, as I told earlier, right? So append only streams are kind of only capture only the insert operations performed on top of a table. It won't capture the delete or updates performed on top of a table. Let's try that. I will create a new table, employee append, and I will execute this. Okay, I created the table. Now I have successfully inserted some records. So I have some data in the table. Now I will try to select this table. Let me check the data. Okay, I got my table with 6 records. Okay, now I am creating create or replace stream name, employee append stream I am giving on table employee append. This is the employee append table that I have created just now. So on top of this table, I am trying to create this stream with another option, append only is equal to true. So this is the additional piece of line that we are adding to the stream definition. So while creating a standard stream, if you provide this line, it will create a standard stream. Now, in addition to that, I am providing append only is equal to true. This will make the stream as append only stream. So, okay. So let me create this. So this is the syntax for creating an append only stream. Okay, I have successfully created the append only stream. Now I will go and do a show streams. Let's see. Okay, now I have employee append stream newly created, and it's created on top of employee append table, and I could see. So this is the base tables that on top of which it is created, and it is of type delta. And you see here the mode it's changed to append only. So this is how the mode will vary for append only streams. So default means standard only streams, and mode is append only means these are append only streams. Okay. So this is the stale after. As I told, 14 days will be the time period for all different types of streams for the stale after. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we have seen that how to create append only streams. Okay. So now let's try to insert some records, delete some records, or update some records, and we will see what are all the CDC it will capture, whether it capture all the activities or it will capture only the insert activities. So as of our understanding, it should capture only the insert records, right? So what are the inserts that operations that are being performed on top of the source table? Those only append only streams should capture. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, as of now, I'll query the append only stream. It should be empty. Okay, as we haven't performed any operations on top of the source table. Let me insert some data. Okay, inserts should capture, and then let me update few records. Okay, employee 2 and employee 5 I am updating. Okay, 2 records are updated. I will delete the employee ID 1. Okay, so now I have performed 3 DML operations. I inserted 2 records and I updated 2 records. I deleted 1 record. So all these 3 changes I performed on top of the source table. Let me select from the source table and see. Employee append is my source table. Let me query the table. So you see here. So I have updated so first of all, I deleted the first record. So I can't see Ranjit over here. I deleted and I inserted these 2 records freshly. And I have updated few other records as well, like employee 2, I have updated the salary, and employee 5, I have updated the location. So these are all the operations I performed on top of the source table. This is how the source table look like. Now, whether my employee stream is capturing that or not, I need to check. Let's check that. Okay, let me query this employee append stream. Okay, So it's capturing only the insert or metadata operations. It's not capturing the delete and update operations that I have performed on top of the table. So this is how the employee append stream works. So it will only capture the insert operation that we performed. It won't capture update and delete. Okay. So I will do a show streams. Okay, so this is how the append only stream will look like. Okay, this is the created date time. Okay, that's all about append only stream. Nothing much. It will capture only the inserted records. It will not capture the um, updates or delete operations that we performed on top of the source table. Okay, so that's about append only stream. Okay, let's move on to the transient table streams on the top of the different types of tables. So as I discussed earlier, right? So I will go up and I will show you. So first of all, I showed you how to create a stream, standard stream, and I did insert, delete, and updates on top of it. So and I checked it whether it captured or not, and then I created multiple streams on top of a single table. So we can perform multiple streams on top of a single source table that we have done, and I have shown you how to create append only streams as well. So these four we have seen. Now let's move on to the next part, like streams on the transient and temporary tables. So till now, what are all the tables that we are creating are kind of permanent tables. Okay. So we can create permanent, transient, and temporary tables as well, streams on top of these three types of tables. So there is no much difference between creating the streams on top of permanent table, transient table, and temporary tables. So we can create the streams and it will also capture all the DML operations that we performed on top of the streams if you mention it as a standard. If you mention it as an append only stream, it will capture only the inserted records on top of these three tables. So just it will behave similar. The transient table and temporary streams on top of the transient table and temporary table will behave the same like as permanent table. So no much difference. So we will quickly just see how we can create the streams and on top of the transient table, and how we can perform um, streams on top of temporary table. Just the table syntax is the only difference. Apart from that, the streams might not differ any other functionality on top of these tables. The streams will work similar to how they work in the permanent table. Okay, until or unless you change the stream type that we are using. Okay, so let me create a transient table, employee transient. Okay, I have successfully created the transient table. I am inserting few records. Okay, done. So let me create a stream, create or replace stream. So trans stream on table employee transient. Okay, this is a standard stream that I am creating on top of the transient table that we have. So this is the employee transient is the transient table that we have created just now. Okay, so now I have successfully created a stream on top of the employee transient table. Okay, let me insert some records and see what did happen. Let me do all the three DML operations, not only inserting. Let me insert two records, update the two records, and then I will delete another record. Okay, I have performed all the different DML operations. Let me query the employee transient table. So you see, my employee transient table is here with two inserts, one delete, and two updates. Okay. Okay. So now my transient table is having these DML operations performed. Now let's check this transient stream, whatever the stream that we created on top of the transient table, whether it is also able to capture all the DML operations or not. Seems to be captured. Okay. So I can see again 7 records as like earlier. So one record delete and false is kind of delete operation that we did, and delete and true and insert and true. These two indicates the update operation that we perform. And insert is insert and is update false is kind of insert records that we have inserted into the table. So I could see all the operations being captured in the stream. Okay. So if I go to the streams, it again should look the same. Show streams I am doing trans. So it's again default stream only. Okay, you see here, it's again default stream only. Nothing varies. So on top of the permanent table and the transient table. Okay. And we can also create the streams on top of temporary table. Okay, it will also work similarly, no much change. So it's just like the temporary table, we know we can query only in this session. We cannot query in or make use of the temporary table in any other session. So similarly, whatever the streams that we create on top of the temporary table, we can use only in this session and for this particular user. If you go to any other session, we can't uh, query the stream table, and we will see that we will be able to see the data in the stream table. Let me do that and show it to you. So I am creating employee temporary as a temporary table. Okay, I have created a temporary table, and just a sec. Will plug my charger. Okay, cool. So let me insert some records into the table. Okay, my table employee temporary table is ready. Select star from temporary table. I can see the data. So now I will copy this and I will go to new session. I will paste it here and I will query this. You see, I was not able to view the temporary table in the new session. Okay, it is available only for this particular session. Okay, that is how the temporary table works in Snowflake or any other SQL database as well. So let's try creating a standard stream on top of this temporary table. So I'm creating a stream called temp stream on top of the temporary table, and we will see. Okay, I have created the temporary stream on top of the employee temporary table. So I will do a select star from the stream. So I just freshly created, right? So it should not contain any information. Okay. So now I will try to insert some records into the temporary table. I will update some records in the temporary table. Okay, I will delete a record from the temporary table. Okay, I have done all that, and I will see my temporary table once. Seems like all the operations that I have done, delete inserts, are done on top of the source table, sorry, temporary table. So now let me check the temporary stream that I have, the stream that I have created on top of this temporary table, right? So select star from order by metadata is update. Okay, so whatever the okay, I can see the 7 records in the stream table as well. So that it indicates that we are able to capture all the CDC activities performed on top of temporary table as well into the temporary stream table. Okay. So everything we are able to capture. So let us see. Okay. So we are able to capture all the DML operations that we perform on top of this. So let us check the same query in different session. So this is the temporary stream that I have created, right? So this I am trying to query in different session. Let's see whether it works or not. Okay. So okay, this stream I was not able to query in a different session or a different user. So this temporary table will be available in only up to this session, and this whatever the temporary stream that we created on top of the temporary table will also be available only up to this session. Okay, we can't query it in any different session. Okay, so let me okay, I have used the same database and schema as well. So I want to recheck, reconfirm back. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's all about how we can perform our create streams on top of temporary table, and also we can create streams on top of the transient table. It behaves similar to the permanent table only, no much variation. Okay. So it is also able to capture all the 3D ML operations. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to consuming data from the streams. So this is the important topic. So consuming the data from streams, we should be able to consume the data from the streams, right? So once the data, so the main key takeaway here is whenever my stream table is having some data, if I consume from the stream table, then automatically the data, whatever I consumed, right? So it should be disappearing from the stream table. So that is the expectation here. So whenever I consume the data from my stream table, it should disappear from the stream table. Okay. Let me create another fresh table and I will show you. I don't know whether I have this table or not. I will drop it freshly and I will recreate it back. So drop table emp underscore source. Let me drop this. Okay, it does not exist, it's saying. So let's see. Let me create it freshly. So I'm doing a create or replace table, employee source. So I created a table freshly. Then I'm trying to insert some data. Okay, my data is inserted and I will just query and check the data. Okay, I was able to query the data. So now this is my source table. Now let me create a target table where I want to consume my data. So this is the employee target table that I am creating. So I want to consume the data into this target table. Okay, whatever the source table is having, right? So the same data I want to consume into the target. Okay. So let me query the target table as well. Okay, as of now, my target table doesn't have any data, right? Okay. So my source table is having some 6 records. Okay. So now, whenever I do some, let me create a stream on top of my source table. Okay. So create or replace stream. This is a standard stream I am creating on top of the source table. So I could see the employee stream being created. Okay. So now let me insert 2 records into the source table. Okay. I have inserted some syntax issue, it seems. Okay. 2 rows are inserted. So now if I go to, okay. So let me do all the 3 DML operations. Then we will go to the stream table and we will look at it. Okay, I updated and I will delete 1 record. So I have deleted the records. So let me query the stream table. So as we know, our stream has table should be having the all the CDC that are being performed on top of source table. So my stream table is able to capture all those. Now I want to consume the data from my stream table now. So whatever the data that I have around 7 records right now. So I have 7 records. Now I want to consume all these 7 records into my target table. How can I do that? So for this, what we can do is we can write a simple begin and begin transaction and a commit. Inside that, I will try to write some insert statement. So what this insert statement will do is insert into the employee target as select from my source employee stream. I am selecting from these columns from the employee stream where metadata action is insert and metadata is update is false. That means I am trying to consume only the inserted records, correct? So, and then I am committing that. Okay. So when I do this, let's see what will happen. Okay, I have deleted, sorry, I have inserted into the target table from the employee stream table. Okay. So whenever I consume the data from the employee stream table and loaded it to the target table, so as I told earlier, it should clear my stream table, correct? So let me query this and see. So you see, my stream table doesn't have any data. As I consumed it, the data is gone. So let me select it from the target. So my target should have those two records that I inserted, correct? So this is how I can consume the data from the whatever the source table, stream table that I have. So when I have, so the key takeaway is whenever I consume the data from the source table, stream table, into the target table, I will be losing the entire data from the stream table. Okay, now you might be asking, bro, you have done that only insert records you have consumed. So whenever I consume insert records, right, entire data is lost from the stream. So for this, what we can do is we can consume the data using the merge command as well. Okay. So let's see that next. So how to consume the data from the streams using the merge command. So let me drop all the resources that I have created. So drop from the table employee target. So source target and employee stream, all I am dropping. So I am dropping the stream as well. We will create that stream freshly. Okay. Okay, I dropped all the resources. Let me freshly create the source table. So now we will see how to consume the data from the stream table using the merge command. So I created the source table. The source table doesn't have any data. Okay. Let me create the target table as well. My target table is created. Let me query the target table. Okay. It has no data. So now I will create a employee stream on top of the source table. My stream is successfully created. So now I have a source table, I have a target table, and I have a stream created on top of the source table. Now I want to consume the data from the stream table to the target table. So before that, I will perform some DML operations. Let me perform all the three DML operations. Okay. So I will perform insert operations. I will perform update operation. And I will also perform the delete operation. So all the three DML operations I perform. Let me check my stream now. My stream should capture all of them. So as usual, it's capturing all of them. Something is yeah. So I inserted 6 records, right? So out of those 6 records, I deleted 1 record and I updated 2 records. So for Raghu salary, I updated, and for Jaydev, I have updated the. So what I updated? Employee ID 6 Bengaluru. Okay. So employee ID 6 for Sham, I have updated it as Bengaluru. Okay. Earlier what I inserted, it's Chennai. Okay. From Chennai to I updated as Bengaluru. Okay. That is how I did the DML operations on top of the source table. Everything is captured into my stream table. So now, how could I consume this data from the source table, stream table, into my target table? As of now, my target table is empty, correct? So what I will do is I will write this merge command. So let me explain this merge command, how it will do, what it will do. So merge into the target I am saying, okay? I want to merge into the target table. I am giving alias name target table as A. Using means from where I want to merge, okay? So I am using the employee stream table and I am aliasing it as B. And I am joining both the tables like employee stream table and employee target table on employee ID, right? A dot employee ID is equal to B dot employee ID. So based on the employee ID, I'm joining. So when I'm joining, right? So what will happen? So it will try to check for the all the IDs that are matching in the stream table and the employee target table. So when matched, right? So and metadata action is delete and false means we know this is a delete operation, right? So whenever we perform a delete on top of a table, so we have already seen. Let me query this and I will show you. You see here. So I have the inserted data. Where I did whether I performed the delete or not. Oh, I don't have the employee ID one itself. So I already deleted it seems. Employee stream should capture, right? When I deleted. Okay, let me select star from the source. I deleted it seems. Okay, anyway, let me delete some other record. Okay, I deleted one record. Now if I go to the stream, I should be able to see the deleted record, right? Okay, what's wrong? Employee source. On top of employee source, I'm creating this employee stream. And I'm deleting delete from employee source where employee ID is equal to 2. Okay, I'm selecting from the employee stream. Correct. EMP underscore stream. Correct. And it's not showing. Why? Let me do this quickly back. Something is wrong. So I created the table employee source. And I selected, I am creating the employee target as well. And then I am creating a stream on top of it. Okay. Now I am inserting few records. 6 records inserted. Out of these 6 records, I'm trying to delete one record and update, right? So okay, I will do one thing. So now I inserted the records, right? So what I will do is, so whenever it's matching, right? So I'm saying metadata dollar action is delete and metadata is update is false, right? So whenever metadata action is delete and update is false, that means it's a deleted record. Okay, so that I want it to be deleted in the target table as well. So and when matched, right? When metadata action is insert and metadata is update is true, that means it's an updated record. Insert and true means it's an updated record. So then I want to update in the target as well. Simply I want it updated in the target table as well. So whenever ID is not matching is I am inserting a new record. So whenever the target table, whatever the employee target and the employee stream table, if the IDs are not matching, then it's an insert operation, right? So some new records I might have added. That's why the IDs are not matching. So metadata action is insert and update is false. This means insert. So then I am trying to insert those records. Okay. Let me show you what my source is now. I have source with 6 records now. Okay. So on my stream table, I have captured all the inserts that I have done. It have clearly captured all the 6 records. Okay. Now my stream table is having these 6 records. Now, when I do this merge command, what will happen? It will go and check whether my stream table is having metadata action as delete and false first. So is my table having metadata as so if you see metadata as wherever anywhere it will try to find out delete and false. So it's not there. So as delete and false is not there, then it won't delete. And then it will try to check for insert and is update is true. So insert and true is also there, not there. Why? Because I haven't updated any records, right? So there is no insert and is update as true. So as of now, I inserted only the some records into the table. So I have only the insert action. So then, so it won't update as well. Okay. So it won't delete as well. It won't update as well. Now it will come to here into the last statement when not matched. So when not matched in the sense here a dot empid is equal to b dot empid to I'm doing. So a is the employee table and b is the stream table. So now my source my stream table is having these records, 6 records with the employee ID 1 to 6. But when I query the stream table, sorry, target table, I don't have any records, right? So when it will try to compare employee ID, match the employee ID. So as my target table is not having any data, it won't be matched. Then it automatically, when not matched, it will try to check this condition. Metadata action is insert and metadata is update is false. So, sorry. So I could clearly see that my stream table is having metadata as insert and update as false. So these are the records of insert. So then it will try to identify this and then it will try to insert into my target table. So as of now, my target table is not having any data, correct? So then when I run this merge command, it will check these conditions and only this condition is getting satisfied now. So it will run and it will update my target table. So I'm executing the merge command. So number of rows inserted are 6, updated and deleted are 0. That means you see these two statements are not executed, delete and update are not executed, only insert got executed. As we have only the insert as metadata action and update as true. So now if I go to the stream table, I should not be having any data as my merge command has consumed all the data. So now I don't have any data. Okay, if I go to the target, my target should have the data of inserts, all the whatever the inserts that I performed, right? So I can see all the 6 inserts data that I have. Okay. So in the target table, we are not copying any metadata columns, right? So only we will be having like similar to the source table. Okay. So now I have done an insert operation and I was able to successfully consume the data into the target table. Now let me do an delete operation on top of the source table. So, or else let me do an update first. So update I'm setting employee 2 and employee ID 6 to some different values. So I updated the source table. Now I will query what my stream table. It should contain 4 records. Yes, 4 records are there. So if you see here, so metadata is update is true for all these records. So for every update I have done, it's first deleting the record and then inserting the record. So that is how it works. So if you see here, so it's updated the salary as well. Okay. Okay, cool. So from Chennai to Bengaluru, it have updated the location as well. So from Chennai to Bengaluru for Sham. Okay. So now I have 4 records in my stream table. Okay. I want to consume these 4 records, right? So let's say I have updated few records. So the same updates I need in the target table as well. Correct. If I go to my target table, I don't have these updates, right? As of now. See, as of now, Raghu has 45,000 salary only. And I am seeing Sham with Chennai location only. And what else I updated? Yeah, these two only I updated, right? So as of now, these two are remain same. So that means my target table is not having these updates. Now, in order to consume these updates into the target table, I am doing a merge statement. Now, what will happen? It will check for this delete condition. Okay. So metadata action is equal to delete and is update is equal to false. So it will check first. So obviously my stream table, when I query the stream table, I don't have any delete operations performed. So that's why I don't have any metadata is update as false and the delete as metadata action. So this condition won't get satisfied. Now it goes to the second condition, that is when matched metadata action is insert and is metadata update is true. Yes, is metadata update is true. So these two are matching. So now then if this condition is satisfied, it's matching, then it will try to update the whatever the target table that we are having. It will try to update the employee ID, salary, and location. Okay. So these are the updates that I am doing, right? So let's see whether it updates the target table or not. I'm running it. So you see here, 0 rows are inserted. Why? Because this last condition is not satisfied and this first condition is also not satisfied. Number of rows deleted 0. This first condition is also not matching. This second condition itself is being satisfied and it updated the two records. Okay, if I go to the target table, now I should see the two updated records. Correct. So you see Raghu is updated with 49,000 and I have Sham with the updated location as Bengaluru. Okay. Okay. So this is how I was able to consume the data from the stream. Now, if I go to the stream table, I should not be having any data in the stream table. Why? Because I consume the data, right? So that is how the update works. Now, if I want the delete operation, I will delete some data in the source table. I will delete the employee ID too. Now one row deleted. Now I will check the target table. Sorry, stream table. My stream table is having one record that I have deleted. So you see, delete as metadata action as delete and is update as false. So it will try to check. Okay, metadata action is delete and is update as false. So it is satisfied, right? So this condition is satisfied, then it will delete from the target table as well. As of now, my target table is having all the 6 records, right? My target table is having all the 6 records. So out of these 6 records, I deleted the employee ID too. This should be deleted from the target as well, right? That's how we merge the tables from the source and target. So let me see that whether it is happening or not. So when I run this command, it should delete the second record. So number of rows deleted 1. See, this is how I delete from the target table as well. So if I go to the target table, so I don't find employee ID 2. So that means it deleted. So now my source table and the target table both looks alike. Both look same, right? So that is how I was able to merge the both source table from the stream table. So if I query back, my stream table should be empty. So it's empty. So this is how we will be able to consume the data from the stream table using the merge command. So that's all about this merge. Okay. So how we consume the data using merge. So okay, that is what I was also mentioning here. So the stream table does not return any records and is set to new offset. So whenever we consume the data, right, the offset will be set to offset means nothing but that row ID column that we are having, right? So this row ID column, whatever you are having, right? This row ID value have a unique row ID every time. Then we consume the data from the data set, right? Whatever the stream table. So when every time when we consume, this row ID value will be automatically reset. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's all about consuming the data from the streams. Okay, whenever we consume the data from the stream, the data will be erased from the stream table also. Okay. Okay, let's move on to next thing. Next, we have streams on top of external table, insert only streams. So till now, what we have seen covered is, I'll go to the top content. So we covered creating the streams, inserting and deleting from the streams, multiple streams on top of single table. Okay. So standard streams we covered with all these 3 operations, and then append only streams. It will only captured only the inserts on top of the table, and streams on temporary and transient table. How it behaves similar to the permanent table I told, right? So transient and temporary tables also we can create streams on top of, and we can capture the change data, and streams with putting time travel retention. So this and all we will see later. And I have shown you the consuming data from streams to the target table, right? So this is what we have seen, how to consume the data using the merge command. So using the merge command we have shown. Okay. You can consume all the 3D ML operations. Now we will see streams on top of external table, and this is important concept. So we will see this. Okay. So okay, we know how external tables work, right? So external tables are nothing but the tables that we create on top of external storage stages, whatever external stages that we create, right? On top of external stages only, we will create the external tables as well. Okay. So only, right, external stages we can create only on top of external cloud locations like AWS S3 or Azure Blob Storages, Google Compute. So Google Cloud Storage, these kind of external locations only we can create external stage. And on top of that external stage only, we can create the external table. And we can create insert only streams on top of external table only. Okay. Insert only streams means it will only capture the inserts on top of the external table, but not it won't capture any of the updates or deletes that we did on top of this external table. It is obvious, right? We can't update or delete the external tables as well. We can drop the external table, but we cannot delete, right? Okay, so first of all, what I'm doing is I'm creating a file format. I'm creating a simple CSV file format. Okay, I have created a file format. Then we know this already. We have seen in the um, external stages session how to create a external storage AWS S3 external storage integration on top of AWS. So if you haven't watched it, you can watch the external stages session. Okay, external tables or external stage session. There I have clearly explained how to create this storage integration object and how we will be able to connect the AWS S3 buckets and we will be able to pull the data from there. Okay, this is how I create a storage integration. So let me create a storage integration to connect to the S3 buckets. Now, if I go and I will describe this one, right? So I can see the AWS storage integration that is being created. Okay, it's showing like I have allowed the storage location on top of these two locations. Okay, and I could see, yeah. So now let me create the external stage as well. As we know, we can create external table on top of external stage only. So create or replace external stage, and I'm creating external stage on top of this particular whatever the bucket that I'm having. So let me go to this bucket. I close it. If I go to buckets, I have three buckets. So if I go to Snow external stage bucket, I have a pipe folder. In this pipe folder, I have customer one CSV, customer two CSV. So these are the two customer. So I was in a Snow external bucket, Snow external stage bucket, and pipe folder. In this, I am pointing to this external stage. Okay. So I'm creating an external stage pointing to this folder. So in this folder, I have customer one CSV, customer two CSV. Those two files I am trying to load into the external stage. So that's why I am creating. And I am for this external stage, I am providing the storage integration that I have created above AWS external storage location. And then I have created the file format as well. Whatever the file format that I created here, right? That I am passing here. Yeah, let me create this external stage. Okay, I have created the external stage successfully. I am listing the external stage. Okay, it's saying error assuming the role. Please verify the role and external logic configured properly. So let me take not this role. Let me create role ARR differently. I have few roles that I have created. Let me open them. So if I go to roles, this no integration, we will take it and we will see. Let me go here and copy this here. So I copy this here and here. I need to place it over here. Snow integration, right? I hope this is the one that I created. Let me see. The roles, Snow integration, Snowflake storage integration. Let me check this. Okay, I hope I had this, but I need to update. Okay, I will undo this. I hope this is the right integration ARN only, but I need to update this. Whatever the integration object that I created, I guess. Let me update that. So you see here I am role. So this I am role I need to update over there. And only it will be able to identify this. So I will go to edit policy. And I will try to remove this. Try to update this. Update policy. So I updated it. I will come back here and I will try to list the stage. Okay. So my connection established successfully. When I am listing the stage, it's showing the CSV files in that storage integration layer. Okay. Whatever the S3 buckets folder that I am pointing, right? In this pipe folder, whatever the nowhere I am providing any file path, right? So from this pipe folder, it's trying to get the file names. So if the integration is successful, then only we will be able to fetch the file names. So when I list it, it should show the file names. Then only we can confirm that our integration is successful. So it's showing the metadata of the folder, right? Pipe folder, we have what are all the files and all, it's showing automatically. Okay. Now I have two files. Each file is having 100 records. So two files will have how many records? 200 records. So now let's create an external table on top of this and we will see. So this is the syntax to create an external table. Create or replace table, table name and customer external with the table definition, right? We know how to create the external table. You can refer the external table. I had a separate session on external table that I have taken early, so you can refer that as well. So I have defined all the table definitions as well. So like the column names with data types with location as external stage and auto refresh is equal to true. So this is important. So auto refresh I need to set to true. Whenever I set the auto refresh with the location as external stage, this external stage that I created, right? On top of this, I'm trying to create this external table. That's why location is equal to external stage and auto refresh is equal to 2. This pattern we can mention if you want to only specific kind of files in that folder. Let's say if I have employee files and customer files both in that S3 bucket folder, then I want only customer files to be external table to be created on top of only customer files, then I can use this pattern. As of now, I don't have any other different files. I have only customer files, right? I'm not using this pattern. So, and I am doing what auto refresh is equal to true. I am trying to do. So, what this auto refresh true will do, right? Whenever a new file gets loaded into the whenever a new file gets loaded into the S3 buckets, when auto refresh is enabled as true, automatically it will pull the data into the external table. So if auto refresh is true, it will automatically pull the new file data into the external table. Okay. And the file format, whatever the file format I created, right, that I am giving here. So now how will it will be pulling the new files that arrived into the CSV file? Let's see. First of all, I will create this external table on top of these two files. Okay, I created. So if I go to the show external tables, right? So I will do a select star from this table. Select star from customer external. Select star from customer external. So when I do, I can see 200 records, right? So that means on top of the two files, it have created me the external table. So I have this external table being created on top of two files. Okay, cool. So now I have my external table created. Okay. Now my my requirement is I have two CSV files here. Now, if I add another CSV file here, it should automatically capture, my stream should be automatically capture this, whatever the external table should automatically gets loaded with the new data, right? So whatever the third file I am adding, right, that data also needs to populate it to the external table. So for this, I am doing auto refresh is equal to true and all. So it will auto load into the external table. So now I will try to create an okay. Now I will try to create an external stream on top of this external table. Okay. So let me do customer external select star. Okay, we already did it seems. Okay, we have seen the data as well. Now I'm trying to create a stream on top of this table. See, if you see create or replace stream name on external table, customer external, insert only is equal to true. Earlier we have seen append only is equal to true for append only streams, and standard streams we don't need to mention anything over here. So, but insert only streams, whatever the external streams that we are creating, right, that we need to mention explicitly insert only is equal to true. Okay. So I'm creating this stream. So now, as of now, I have 200 records in my source table. Okay. Whatever the external table. So now my external table is my source for this stream, right? So my external customer external table is having how many records? 200 records. So 200 records I am having. So now these 200 records I am having. Now if I do a select star from the external stream, I won't be having any data, correct? Okay, I don't have any data. As of now, just now I created the external table and I have created an external stream on top of that external table. And my external table is having 200 records. Now, if I insert any 100 more records into the external table, then those inserted records needs to be captured my external stream. Okay, that is my requirement. So now I created my external stream. My external stream is ready to capture the changes. So now I need to load this external table with the new records. How I will do? I will just upload a new file from my local. So that file should contain another 100 records. Okay, let me go to downloads. I go to multiple loading customer 3. So I already have customer 1 and 2 in the S3 bucket folder. Now I am loading the customer 3. Okay, so I uploaded it. So my upload is success. Now if I go here, I have freshly uploaded the third file. Okay, so now I have uploaded the third file. So if I come here, and I will check this select star from my customer external, still showing what? 200 records. So let's wait for some time. Whether it will auto refresh or not, we will see. And before that, I hope we need to create a notification channel, right? So whatever the notification that we are trying to, okay, in order to get the new records being loaded, we need to create an SPS notification, right? So to create, we need to create an SPS notification channel. So you can follow these steps how to create a notification channel on top of the whatever the external table that I have created. So let's see how to create that. So show external tables I am doing. Okay. So let me delete first this. Let me delete this first. I deleted this. Okay, I deleted. Okay, now what I'm trying to do is I will try to create an SPS notification such that whenever a new file gets uploaded to that particular bucket, it should notify me my external table, it will notify and it should update my external table. So I will do show external tables means then I will be able to see something over here. See, so if I go here, You see here, we have all the details, node pipe, whatever. And you see this notification channel over here. So this notification channel, whatever it's ARN it's generating, right? So this notification channel, I need to update in the notifications of AWS S3 on top of this. So whatever the external stage that I created, right? If I go to properties, in this bucket properties, I should be able to see something like event notifications. I had an event notification already created. So I will go and edit this. So if I go here, this event notification will notify whenever a new file is being loaded. So see, all objects created events and all object removal events. So whenever in this bucket, whatever the files that are inserted or uploaded or removed, then it will automatically notify and it will remove from the external table as well. So here you see SQS2. Here I need to update this ARM. I'm reviewing this and I'm pasting this and I'm saving the changes. Okay, my notification channel is successfully updated. Now, whenever I insert some records on top of this bucket, okay, sorry, some files on into this bucket, it will automatically capture my those changes into my external table and load into my external table. Why? Because for the external table, whatever ARN I have, that I have updated over there, right, to notify. Okay. As of now, let me check my external table has how many records. It's have 200 records. Now let me upload the objects pipe. Let me upload the let me upload the customer CSV. Okay. Add files. I'll upload this customer 3.csv. So I will upload it. I have uploaded it. So now when I still showing the 200 records, it will take some time. Actually, we need to wait until the notification is being triggered. It will take 1 or 2 minutes time. Let me see. So auto refresh true, everything we mentioned the integration channel as well, right? So I hope it should capture that into the table. And as of now, my stream is empty, right? So it should, my stream also gets loaded with this data, correct? So let's see whether it gets loaded or not. We will give some time, no? We will wait for some time for the notification channel to get executed. Still showing 200 records. Okay. And you can follow these steps to configure that event notification, whatever I did, right? So you just know, go to that bucket and you just go to this event notification. So if you go to that buckets, right? So you see properties. So you can follow these steps. Go to your S3 buckets, click on the properties section, go to event notification, and then click on this create event notification and provide the details. And you can also mention the prefix value and suffix value of the files, like ending with CSV or starting with some customer or employee value. That also we can mention, so that whenever that kind of files are uploaded, then only we'll get this notification triggered. So, and also we can check on all the objects creation and all object removal, and we can provide the SQS. So this, once your external table ARN is created, you can copy paste this ARN into the SQS, right? So that's what I did. I have copied my external table ARN, whatever that is created, right, into here. So yeah, if you run the show external tables, then you will be able to see that ARN, and you can select that ARN. Okay. So let us see whether our data got loaded or not. Some, okay, we selected wrongly, I guess. Let me select now. whether the notification channel executed or not. Okay, now I can see the 300 records loaded, right? So now that means what? My third file also got loaded automatically. Now if I go to my streams, now I had some inserts into my stream. So sorry, my external table. So that should be captured in my stream. Whether it captured or not, we will see. See, it capturing the newly whatever the inserted 100 records are there, right? That it's clearly capturing and it's saying, right? So insert action is true. So all the insert as all the metadata action as insert and the is update is false. That means it's only the insert operation that we perform. So that's how we will be able to capture the insert only stream will be able to capture the changes made to the external table as well. Okay. And let me try to delete this file and we will see whether it will be deleted from the external table as well or not. Anyway, delete and update operations we cannot perform on top of these stream objects, whatever the external streams. Only insert only stream is able to capture only the inserted records. But I will try at least in a external table itself, it should work, right? So let me check that. So I closed this. Now let me go and let's start from external ID. That notification channel, see, I am having 200 rows only. So my external table from 300 to drop it back to 200 rows. So my notification channel have deleted those records as well. So that's how it works. So if I remove another file, let's see what will happen. I will remove customer 2 as well. So we deleted this. We'll come back. I will run this. Today I'm getting 200 records. Okay, by the time I created the external table itself, notification channel is there. So now it see again it's got dropped to 100 rows. So that means my notification channel is either updating or inserting or deleting the records from the external table automatically based on the event notifications that I do on top of this bucket, right? So that is how the notification works. And when I create an external stream on top of this external table, this stream is able to capture the only the inserted records successfully. So we are able to capture the inserted records as well. This is how the external streams will be able to capture the insert only records. Okay. Okay. And we have one last thing. Um, just a retention period, right? So we know when we mention by default, the retention period will be 1 for all the tables. And if we explicitly make it retention period in days is equal to 0, that means we are not enabling the retention period. So when we don't enable the retention period, does the streams work? Yes, streams will work on when we disable retention period as well. That means whenever the retention period is being disabled, if you drop the table, you can not get back the table, right? So that is how the retention period will work. So if it is 0 means we are disabling it. So if you drop the table, we cannot get it back. So let me create a table with the retention period as 0. That means if I drop the table, I cannot get it back. If I do show tables in the, okay, I will check the description of the employee retention table. So this is how it is. This is the description of the table and I am trying to insert some data. I'm trying to create a stream on top of the table. So I created a stream on top of the table. Select star from employee retention. Okay, I was able to create the retention as well. Now, so retention stream as well. Now, if I do some inserts on top of this, whether it will be able to capture it or not, I need to check. So two rows I inserted into the source table. If I go to the EMP retention stream table, yes, it is able to capture the whatever the DML operations that I'm performing on the source table, it is able to capture, even though the retention period in days is 0. Okay. So that is all about, that is all we have for the streams topic. So we have almost covered everything what we discussed in the agenda. So we have seen streams on top of external table by inserting the data into external table by uploading third file, and we are able to capture those in the stream table as well. And we used merge statement, and we have seen how the merge statement works and how we consume the data using the merge statement. And this lastly, I have shown you, right? Time travel retention period is 0 also for the table. Streams will work. And the streams on transient, this and all we discussed, append only streams we discussed. Okay. So this is nothing but insert only streams, right? Streams on external table is nothing but insert only streams. Okay. And streams append only streams are nothing but it will capture only the internal tables. On top of internal tables, it will capture only the inserted records. Okay. Doing insert, deletes, and updates checks. Okay. And creating streams, these and all we checked. So in the starting, we have seen, right, how to create standard streams and how it will capture all the 3 different types of insert, deletes, and updates. Okay. And we also have seen multiple streams on the same table. Okay. So that's all about streams practical session. Very important. And this is the base for the next, whatever the tasks. Next, we will see tasks. Okay. So we will see tasks in Snowflake. So for the tasks also, this is the base. How we will execute the tasks and all we should be getting to know. And we will see the combination of both tasks and streams in the next session. So, but streams are very much important. You make sure you practice this. Okay. 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 That's all for the day. Thank you.